Hey guys, it's all around Danny, and the Costa Rica versus Italy game just ended. And I gotta say, I'm extremely proud of the Costa Ricans with their performance against the Italians today. Now, Costa Rica played a brilliant match versus Italy. I gotta say, they looked very confident on the ball. They defended extremely well, although Balotelli did have some breakaways, and unfortunately he missed them. But Costa Rica played an all-around very good game. Now, Brian Reese scored the first goal and the only goal of the match in the 44th minute off of a cross from I believe, the left wing. And I gotta say, it was a very nice goal. There might have been some controversy whether it was a goal because it hit the bar and then went out. But with the goal line technology, it was obvious that it did go in. And man, I don't know. It's just really great seeing an underdog play so well against one of the biggest teams in Europe. Now, Italy did maintain possession. I gotta say, it was fairly even. In the first half, let's say the first 20-25 minutes, Costa Rica had the ball for a long time. Then in the second half, the rest of the first half, Italy, it was kind of like even. Costa Rica went back and forth with Italy. Every time Italy would try to penetrate, let's say through the middle, they had a lot of trouble because the Costa Rican defense was very tight. Specifically, Mario Balotelli had a lot of trouble with that. And now the way that Italy attacked successfully was with the long ball. You know, they gave the ball to Pirlo, and Pirlo did what he knows how to do best. He sent the long ball to the wings. He sent it through to the forward, which is Balotelli, and that's how they created danger. Now, in the last 2 minutes of the match, Costa Rica they went forward pretty strongly, and that's when the goal came with a cross, as I said, from, I'm not really sure the name, but they crossed it into Brian Reese, and he scored a very nice header. Now, in the second half, things were pretty much matched. The first part of the second half, they went back and forth. Once again, Costa Rica's defense did look very tight. They looked very good. So did Italy's. They maintained the Costa Ricans out from scoring another goal. And then the last, let's say, 10-15 minutes of the second half, the Costa Ricans took control of the game. Basically, the Italians, they looked desperate for a goal because they knew that they were down and they needed at least to tie, you know, to up their chances against Uruguay, because it's basically the game of death, Uruguay and Italy. Whoever wins passes, basically. I don't know, man. The Italians, I would have liked to see a lot more from them. I gotta say, Pirlo, in my opinion, Pirlo always plays well. You know, he plays his game. It's a very simple game. He gets it, he touches, he walks, he basically jogs the whole match very slowly, and he controls the game in his own way. But I gotta say, overall, the Italians lacked a little bit of, in my opinion, they didn't look like they wanted to go out and fight for the game. In the first half. In the second half, obviously, they woke up because of Costa Rica's goal. But they lacked a little bit of creativity, a little bit of motive to go forward and look for a goal whichever way possible. And that's what the Costa Ricans did. They looked for a goal in every way possible, from the right with Joe Campbell, from the left with the guy that crossed it into Brian Reese, through the middle with Brian Reese and the center forward. Set pieces, Costa Rica looked for a way, and they eventually found one, which is great for them. But I feel like the Italians, they came into the game a little bit cocky, I guess. You know, as I said in the beginning, the first half was a bit slow. The Italians didn't really go forward with much conviction. They kind of just, I guess, walked through the game, jogged through the game. And I guess they thought it was going to come out easy to them in the end. You know, Balotelli pulling an amazing goal, or maybe Pirlo doing some type of genius, and they relied on that heavily, in my opinion. That's what it looked like to me, and it proved fatal in the end for them. But all around, it was a very good match. It was enjoyable, specifically because the underdogs came out with a win. But both sides had their chances. Both defenses were very tight. Both went forward pretty confidently. Although the Italians, once I said, they lacked a little bit of that spark that you usually see from top European teams. But all around, it was a very enjoyable match. I had a lot of fun watching it. And if you guys want to see the highlights, click on the link in the description. The only highlight, basically, the goal. The link will be in the description. I found a channel that has them for you. And there you go. So thank you guys for watching this review. I'll see you guys in the next video.